Shalom everyone, my name is Urish Wynton and I'm a school teacher by profession. I'm grateful and blessed to participate in this wonderful program organized by Penang Diocese Youth Network. I would like to share about a verse that resonates with my life story. The verse that I choose is from Romans chapter 12 verses 3 to 9. The whole verse is about the new life in Christ, and it is also the mark of the true Christian. The verse is quite long, but all the words cling and intertwine with one another. As I mentioned, the verse resonates with my life story. My chosen career path was not to be a teacher, but the journey I went through cultivates and prepares me to be a teacher. During my schooling days, I always thought that teaching was not my cup of tea, and I tried to avoid teaching courses during the application to universities. To be honest, I fixed my mind of not to be a teacher for the rest of my life. Sounds funny, right? But that's how God worked His plan through me. Let me continue. As planned, I completed my bachelor studies in mathematics and computer graphics, and I joined in a refinery plant in Johor as a refinery engineer. I spent 3 years of my career, but I was not satisfied with the job. Something in me told me that I was not in the correct place. Somehow or other, I got an offer in another company with a similar job scope. I grabbed the offer thinking that maybe the current job was not a good place for my career growth. While working, I continued my studies in management. After a year of working, the company decided to reduce the number of workers due to economic crisis, and without any discussion, they included my name in the list. I was shocked and I was worried, as this was a tough period to find a new job immediately. I had to postpone my studies for 2 semesters. I broke down and was left with no choice but to look for all type of jobs just to secure my career life and studies. At that moment, I got a call from a school looking for a teacher. It was through a recommendation from one of my church members, and the school was desperately in need of teachers. I immediately said yes and joined as a teacher. I was happy as it secures my commitment and my studies. All I thought was about money. Then something changed during my journey as a teacher in that school. I felt happy and satisfied looking at students' progress throughout the year. The teaching journey created a great bond between me and students, and somehow it triggered my spiritual calling. All the children I taught was not from a rich family, and I started to realize that I was gifted to share and provide knowledge to the ones who needs it. In my case, it was the students. That was my moment discovering my gift as a teacher, and all the process that I went through was perfectly designed by God to make me realize my true calling. Looking back into our verse today, it says we have gifts that differ according to the grace given to us. Prophecy in proportion to faith, ministry in ministry, the teacher in teaching. All the journey I went through, the studies I completed, and the people I worked with makes me stronger and gets me closer to God. As it was mentioned, for as in one body we have many members, and not all the members have the same function. So we, who are many, are one body in Christ. And individually we are members one of another. God works in my life according to His time, and it helps me to realize my true calling. I'm sure and I believe He will guide me and provide me with gifts according to the place, time, and situation, where I can be a vessel of His plan. As the school created a new life inside me through His work, I am sure that He will work wonders into your lives. Thank you and God bless.